Hello and welcome along to another episode of this FIFA 19 Lower League career with me, Daniel. It's Season 3, Episode 9, and we're back today as promised for another massive game, which if you haven't seen the last episode yet, you won't know what I'm talking about. So first and foremost, I've started on this youth player screen just to avoid any spoilers. If you haven't seen last week's episode yet, then go back and check it out and then pop back over when you're done. But if you did see last week's and you're up to date, then let's crack on with the episode. One thing I will mention while we're on this screen, we've got a young central midfielder called Harvey Brown, who looks like he could be one hell of a talent. He's only 15 at the moment, but hopefully long term he'll be brilliant. And to see a 15-year-old that's already got 60 stamina is something that we don't often get. So I'm quite excited about him, and as soon as he turns 16, he'll be in the squad. But today we're back, as you know, for the FA Cup 5th round replay against Liverpool. And I've got some complaints to have first, again about scheduling for the second episode in a row. So it's not quite as bad as last time. We didn't have 2 games on the same day. However, it's not a million miles away from that. So since the last episode, we won 1-0 at home to Bristol City. And then yesterday, we played against Reading. We lost 1-0 because we just rotated the side entirely as we needed 11 men fit for today. But what I don't understand, we've just had a whole week free, and I've checked Reading, they had a whole week free as well, yet we played yesterday. It could have been moved to the previous week, and I think it could have been moved to the week after as well. So I have no idea why it hasn't, and that's just a fundamental bit of gameplay, which has meant we're not able to play our best side, or even a decent side in both games. We've got youngsters on the bench now for this Liverpool tie, as the 11 that played yesterday are absolutely knackered, and it leaves us weaker and not able to fulfil the game to our potential. So in summary, I'm absolutely loving this save with Crewe and what we're doing, but I'm really annoyed by the game, which just keeps throwing hurdles that don't need to be there. So you can see a few players aren't quite fit today, and if we show you the reserves that played yesterday, we've got 3 of the 4 that came off the bench and the 1 man who didn't, and then just look at the rest. I can't even put them on the bench. It's absolutely ridiculous really, only the goalkeeper's relatively fit. So it's going to be a bit of a hurdle if we get any injuries or we start to tire a bit today, as we've only got young players to bring on who have made 1 or 2 appearances for the club. But nevertheless, let's get into this home game against Liverpool. It's one of the most important games in the club's history, certainly one of the biggest. If you did see the last episode, you'll know that we managed to sneak a late replay despite being absolutely outclassed for 85 minutes, and we're very lucky to have this match to play today. We've got a Campos in goal with Justin and McQueen the fullbacks, and Pardew and McKenna in the middle, Rossiter at the base of the diamond, Needham and Yates on either side, with Morgan Gibbs-White behind Morris and Pohl. So let's get into the game, and we'll be back in a moment with highlights from the first half. Here we go then, under the lights for another FA Cup replay. It's got to be nearly a full house here as Crewe play at home to Liverpool, something they probably didn't expect to see and won't see too often until we reach the Premier League next year. It's absolutely a full house, and Liverpool playing near enough their first 11 again. They absolutely dominated the first game, and we were just lucky to nick one on the break with Yannick Pohl late on, and hopefully we can do the same again, as penalties might be our best chance. We got the possession early on though. If we remember the last tie against Everton back in the 3rd round that we showed, the first game we got absolutely outplayed, but then in the replay we really dominated it. So I'm not sure if we can do the same again today, but if we can get some form of result or compete well, it'll bode well for the Premier League next year, which I'm assuming we'll still reach despite that defeat against Reading. We'll of course show you the league table for the Championship after this game, but we've got plenty to worry about in this one first. Yates with his 99 stamina is going to be the ever dependable today, but both centre halves have just been done. They're into the box, but luckily they waste the chance, and it's well over the bar by Oxlade-Chamberlain, who I didn't really recognise because he'd been changed to number 34, but either way, we survived the first Liverpool chance. We'll go short with the goal kicker. Campos out to Justin at right back. He finds Ethan and Pardew to McKenna, into Jordan Rossiter. We've just got to keep the ball, try and preserve fitness because we haven't got any options off the bench. Carlton Morris holding the ball up, but Fabinho's too good there, and Liverpool are just too quick for us on the press. Firmino holds it up. Mane gets the ball in midfield, back to Cater. He came off the bench in the last game, but from the start he's playing this time. Danny Rose on the left-hand side, down the line to Firmino. He's dragging the centre-halves all over the place, and Pardew's fouled him, but that's probably not a bad thing at this point. We'll defend the free kick and see if we can get away with it. We don't want to go behind this early. It could make us nervous for the rest. It's a poor ball in though. James Justin clears, and now we've just got to make sure we see it out. We're too defensive, we're not getting out quick enough, we're just trying to hold our shape and it's not really working. Semedo's coming down the right hand side again. Carlton Morris, the target man, was closing, but Salah's got in behind Sam McQueen here. Rossiter's closing again against his former club. He came through at Liverpool but never quite made the grade. It's Danny Rose, we're clearing it but it's going straight back to them on halfway and they just seem to start again each time. Fabinho out to Salah, McQueen does well to block and now we've got the ball with Neidham out to Yates. Can we finally start a counter? Morgan gives White to Rossiter. Morris holds the ball up and finds McQueen on the left. Back inside to Rossiter again, but just a little too slow. He cost us the goal in the first game, and he's not had the best start in this one either. Naby Keita gets the ball. He's got to be careful, Rossiter, because he's one of the ones who's got a good reserve in behind him. Saunders is just rated one lower now, as Pohl holds the ball up for Carlton Morris. He's been challenged, but only as far as Neidham. Morgan gives White to Rossiter. Great ball this time for McQueen. Pohl's trying to make that run into the box. Delivers from McQueen, but it's blocked by Salah, who was back defending, and it's out for a corner kick to Crewe. We've got a chance to create one now. Let's see if we can find a head from our defenders. McKenna's going in there, as is Morris, the target man. Here they win it, but it just bobbles down for Chamberlain, who clears, and now Liverpool are coming on the counter with Salah. It's Keita. They've slowed it down there. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Forced him wide, which is good. It means they're not able to attack at such pace. Fabinho. Back inside to Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now Firmino. Up to Keita. Switches to the left to Mane. Mane beats Justin. Can Justin get back at him? No. Trying to defend well. And Pardew does well to hold them up. And Justin clears long towards Yannick Pohl. We've rolled it out to Pardew. Morgan gives White our number 10s on the edge of the box, which shows how defensive we've been. We've just got to try and keep the ball now and see it till half time, but we've given it away again with another sloppy 5-yard pass. McKenna's drawn out a position. Long ball down the line towards Salah. Keeps it in. Beats McQueen. Now McKenna's getting back. Does well to block the cross, but only as far as Semedo. Firmino shoots just wide, and how we're still level, I have no idea. Liverpool dominating again, but lacking that cutting edge to see us off. Now it's McKenna. We've played the ball out short from the goal kick. Rossiter gets the ball up to Morgan Gibbs White. We'll go for the same tactic again. Yannick Pohl's in behind. Danny Rose can't keep up. We've got a man across in the middle in Yates. Taps it into the empty net off the bar. Nearly missed it. I would have been so angry if he did. But we've taken the lead on the stroke of half time after Liverpool absolutely dominate the game again. And we've still managed to nick one on the break. Yannick Pohl's pace is absolutely deadly. And if we get to the Premier League next year, he's going to spring a lot of surprises on the counter. Liverpool have just got 2 minutes until the break, so if we can see that out, we can just go a bit more defensive in the second half. Let's make sure we don't concede, even if we have to commit a couple of dirty fouls. Yates intercepts the ball, gets it up to Pohl. Now Neidham. 15 seconds to go. Morgan Gibbs White's got McQueen on the overlap. He's waiting for the run of Carlton Morris. He's got Pohl inside. We've got another man over. It's Justin trying to get there, but Mane clears away. It goes as far as Tristan Neidham. Knocks it down for McQueen. The half-time whistle will surely go, and it does. And we somehow lead 1-0 after being absolutely outclassed by Liverpool again. It seems like their shaky defence hasn't improved on this game, even though it had in real life. A wonderful first half, a smash and grab on the counter, and we remarkably lead against Liverpool 1-0. We'll be back in a moment with highlights from the second half where we hope to hold on. Into the second half then, it's Liverpool with the kick-off. They've got a lot of work to do. They dominated the game, wasted 2 clear-cut chances as well as a host of other half ones, and we just got our one chance on the counter. Yannick Pohl with a brilliant break, laid it across to Yates to tap in. But Keita's just run through the whole team. Brilliant challenge by Pardew. He's the one real top Premier League player quality we've got. Him and a Campos rated 76, while the rest are in the low 70s. So he's very much the standout man, and he showed it there with his added quality against a world-class attack. Pohl on the counter again, lost out this time to Van Dijk. Now it's Keita, out to Fabinho and Danny Rose. He's running down the left-hand side, beats one man, cuts it inside. Can Morgan Gibbs White get there? He can't. It's forced inside again. Rossiter wins it though, and Pardew's just composed there. Back to McKenna and the keeper. And what are they doing? Just clear the ball. I tried to press the long ball, but nothing happened. But we've managed to get back in there and win it with Sam McQueen. He finds Rossiter. Don't want to do anything silly like the first game. Out to Tristan Nydam. Carlton Morris is there up front. It's a heavy first touch, but he keeps the ball and goes back to Ampadu. This is the way we've got to play now. Keep it composed at the back and try and school Liverpool by keeping possession. Yates inside to Rossiter. Rossiter's got time to bring it forward. Just goes back to Morgan Gibbs-White. Pole's trying to make the run, but it's intercepted. Nydam this time does find Pole. Interesting first touch, but Yates had run past it, and now Liverpool can counter with Firmino. Brilliant work from Rossiter though, who then finds McQueen. McQueen's fallen over the ball though and giving it away. Not quite sure what happened there. And Pardu's trying to close down, does just enough to put it behind for a corner, but it's going to be another chance for Liverpool from a set piece. They're making a change. Oxlade-Chamberlain's coming off and Allen's coming on. He played in the last match, so hopefully he won't do well today. Fabinho with the ball in, headed away at the front post. Is a poor corner in truth. They've got the ball on the edge with Allen. It's run back but not cleared away properly. Fabinho finds his man and Pardew blocks it again. Right place at the right time. Brilliant positioning from the lad, and it's behind for another corner. Let's see if we can see this one out as well. They've gone short to Naby Keita. He's holding it up. Nydam's been beaten by the turn. He's going to deliver surely. Back to Salah. Back post. Justin heads away. Brilliant work from him. Morris flicks it on for Yannick Pole. Just holds the ball up and goes wide to Yates. He's got pace and stamina to burn, so we're just going to get it wide for him. Morgan Gibbs-White's making a run over the top. Good first touch. We'll try and cut inside, which he does successfully. He's unopposed here into the box, but Van Dijk made up the space brilliantly. So quick over the ground. Big, strong strides and managed to win it back. It's gone long down the field. We're now starting to dominate possession. So let's just keep the ball at the back. We'll make some changes when it next goes out. And Pardew brings it forward to Nydam. Tries to find a target man Morris but gives it away. And he's out to Liverpool with the left back Danny Rose. He finds Keita. Out to Sadio Mane. Yates wins it back though for McKenna. McKenna finds Ampadu. Got a man over on the right hand side in Justin and finds him brilliantly, the ball playing centre half. Up to Yannick Pole. Morgan Gibbs-White holds it up. Waits for the run of Pole. And we've got that pace in behind again. Look at him go. Van Dijk gets there but he's forced backwards. Justin keeps the ball. He finds Rossiter. Up towards Nydam. Morris is running off him on the left. Holds the ball up well. He's still got it waiting for a man to be found. And now Morgan Gibbs-White to Yates. Goes for the shot which is blocked. And Liverpool will clear it away. We've just got to commit a foul now to stop a quick counter-attack. Morris is out there in the left-back area. And he's done just that. But the highlight continues. We're not able to get an end to it as they've managed to keep possession. They're just going back. There's no urgency there. And then look at that awful long ball. We'll take that all day long. Liverpool have run out of ideas, and our defensive astuteness means to get us a point here. Not a point, through to the FA Cup quarter-final. I'm all over the place with excitement. Out to McQueen at left back. Now back to Nydam. He goes inside to Ampadu and now McKenna. We're just bringing it forward very slowly and comfortably. We don't want to rush things now. We've only got 2.5 minutes to see out. And Carlton Morris has got Pole in. We could see it out here. Yannick Pole scores. We're 2-0 up. We've deserved it in the second half. We were so lucky to go in 1-0 up. But to get a second goal is brilliant. And now with a minute to go, we can give a few of these young fresh legs some game time. Evans will come on in the middle for Nydam. Morgan Gibbs-White's not had the best game. He can come off. I don't know who we'll bring on for him. Probably Griffiths. He's got a bit of pace in attacking areas. And then we can bring on Bennett as well. He's going to go up front in place of Morris. Just for a minute or so. And we'll see what happens. We've got a 2-0 lead. And remarkably, we're going to beat Liverpool in the FA Cup. What a wonderful second half performance. And we've just got to see out the last minute. If we get the ball back, we'll go to the corner or just hold the ball up. It's certainly going to ruin another league performance at the weekend, as we'll have to rest them all again. Liverpool going short, and I think I found some of their problem. They've got Mustafi at centre half. No wonder they're struggling so much at the back. Who has a solid defence and then decides to sign Mustafi? But there we go. They've got the ball with Firmino. Just 30 seconds to go. We're going to commit the foul, but it doesn't work. It's out to Salah on the right-hand side. Good block, and Evans brings it away, and he just gets it wide to McQueen. The highlight ends, and it's the end of the match. We have won 2-0 against Liverpool in the FA Cup replay. I've no idea how. They should have been 3 up at half-time, and we nicked one on the counter-attack at the end of the half. We kept the ball well in the second period, and Pole on the counter with a last-minute goal as Liverpool were chasing the game. Thank God they had Mustafi at the back, which has helped us through to the quarter-final. A wonderful performance and result, and some more scheduling pile-ups to come. An unfortunate glitch which may cost us promotion, but we can't turn down an FA Cup run like this. We've got a chance to play City or Wolves. It could well be Fulham as well, but it seems like there's going to be some big sides there for us. Let's go and see where that leaves us in the league table. Obviously, we played the game against Reading before. The gap's close to 8 points to Cardiff, who have got a game in hand, but we have to prioritise the FA Cup. Realistically, in real life, there would never be 2 games in 2 days, or 2 games on the same day, so we just have to accept that unfortunately FIFA's going to cost us. If it means we have to stay in the Championship another season, so be it. I'm worried about a big FA Cup run. We're going to go and do the training off camera and play a few more games. Then if we get a big quarter-final, we'll be back for that. If not, we'll show a top-of-the-table clash in a run into the league season. But a massive thanks for watching this episode as always. Please put a thumbs up on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel for daily FM19 content from 2 long-term stories. And I'll see you next time for another big game from this one.